Now, phrases like coronavirus Kenya and coronavirus updates have been trending topics online for the better part of the week as Kenyans shared their concerns and fears about the spread of COVID-19 and the government's response. In a world where rumors and fake news spread faster than the truth, anti-foreigner sentiments have also begun to emerge.
Well, the Chinese embassy in Kenya has even come out to warn against racist remarks whilst calling for a rational and scientific approach towards the Chinese communities. Well, Waihiga Mwaura explores the side effects of the coronavirus outbreak.
The coronavirus is now a global phenomenon, but China, and by extension its citizens, have now borne the brunt of this outbreak. And for Chinese nationals living abroad, this has caused them suspicion and mistrust from their neighbors. One group that interacts frequently with foreign nationals are taxi drivers, who ferry them to and from the airport.
Waihiga.
Yes. And as Moses Gatiba tells me, they are concerned about their vulnerability to the virus.
We are so scared, People who have come from China, or even anybody in general.
Have you had a specific experience where you went to the airport and you knew someone had just come in from China and you carried them?
It was actually last week on Tuesday, around 12 p.m. When we are at the airport, we have an app that shows us the flights as they come in. Unfortunately, it was someone who just landed from that flight from China. I had no option. I just took his luggage, put them at the trunk, ushered him in, and started the trip. I was very quiet, shaky.
You were physically shaking?
Yes, sweating actually.
Did you talk to him about what you were thinking or feeling?
I think he noticed because my driving pattern was a little bit different. But after I relaxed, I just asked him how his flight was and everything.
We actually saw a picture that went viral last week.
Yes,
did you guys see that? Was that something you discussed?
Yes, it was in our social media platforms. So we all decided to buy face masks, and we are following the news very closely. So I hear there's a rumor we've had, it's circulating, but I don't know the truth about it. It's in Nigeria right now. So any flight from Nigeria, maybe
you will now wear a face mask.
we'll now wear a face mask. If need be, we'll just be doing that.
I was about to ask whether you will now have to wear a face mask.
Yes.
24/7.
24/7.
How do you think the government can help to make you guys feel more safe as you do your business, or more secure?
At the moment, I think they just have to provide face masks for us for free at the airport, and maybe even enlighten us more on how the virus can be prevented.
Because there is also void in terms of clear information, then many people are taking the void to be able to fill in with whatever they think is the information that should come into the place, right? For the government, I think there is more work that is needed in terms of putting proper infrastructure together. Screen properly, but also show people that actually proper screening has been done in terms of also quarantine if there are any cases, and let people see clearly that there is a proper infrastructure for quarantine.
But what does life look like for people of Chinese origin living in Kenya during these trying times? We cross over to the Dream Building Service Association in Ruaraka, where 24-year-old Liu Ying Menhang is in the middle of a meeting with his associate. He was born in China, but came to Kenya for his secondary school education and has lived here ever since. The last time he was in China, the coronavirus had not hit yet.
And I came back on 5th of January, and by then everything was okay in China until several weeks after I arrived Kenya. So started getting news of what happens in China. So it makes me a little bit worried.
Life has changed for him with the viral nature of the outbreak, as some of his friends chose to remain in China and others are in strict self-quarantine. He shares with us a picture of a rare meeting, a small birthday party held earlier this year, where two members who had come back from China sat 6 meters away from everyone else and everyone had face masks on.
We don't sit on the same table. They were sitting on the sofa, very far, 2 of them. The rest, 5 of us, were sitting on the table. We know the situation. and we try and minimize to the maximum of interacting with anyone who recently come.
Liu considers Kenya home as much as his native country, China, and he can only recall one incident here where he faced a backlash over the coronavirus epidemic.
One gentleman shouted coronavirus, but that's it. When I'm in Mathare, Kibera, nobody shouted anything to me. What I felt was the spread of the virus is actually not as fast as the spread of stigmatization about the Asians.
For now, it is unclear when the coronavirus breakout will be brought under control. But what is certain is that the virus will affect not just the global economy, but also geopolitical relations between nations and relations between neighbors. For Sunday Live, I'm Waihiga, mwaura.